Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My channel goes by the name No Sugar Flour Wheat. Guys, this channel is based on my food abstinent journey. I recently abstained from sugar, flour, wheat, ultra processed foods, alcohol, trans fats, UPFs. The list goes on. Whatever that's gonna make me, want to get down into the food, I've abstained from it. So this is my journey to my newfound life, and that is because I am a food addict. A lot of you might never heard that term before. Before I abstained, I've never heard that term. Until one fine day, my sister and I were having a conversation, and she mentioned to me a food recovery program that she is on. She piqued my interest and I checked it out. And since I checked it out, there was no turning back. From day one, I joined. I decided I was a food addict because everything matched up. There was nothing left to the imagination that I didn't do. So yes, I am a food addict, and this is my journey. So in this video, I am making a whole week's worth of food for my addiction. This is what I call my medicine. Guys, I have found a newfound life, self-care and self-love journey. And I can honestly say that this has been the best thing or the best investment that I could have ever given to myself. So in this video, I will be making beef stew with Jamaican rice and gungu, also some steamed cabbage, some callaloo, but this is going to be a two-part video because I didn't want it to be too long for my first video. So previously you saw me cutting up my cabbage. I was prepping my cabbage with my vegetable. I make a stir-fried cabbage, organic. I picked up those cabbages from Whole Foods. I find that they have amazing cabbage that reminds me of the cabbage that I used to eat back home, which is Jamaica. That's where I am from. So I went ahead, chopped my cabbage, put it to the side, and now I went ahead and I bought some beef for beef stew. And I chopped my herbs, and I'm seasoning with my spices, and I'm making sure that I marinate it in with the oil. What the oil does is traps all the spices and the herbs, especially if you weren't able to season way ahead of time. This is what the oil concept does. Try it, it's pretty good. It works like a magic. It traps everything onto the meat. So here I am about to stir fry my beef, and you could just watch the process, enjoy it. I use garlic, thyme, I use some rosemary, more like the dry form rosemary, tons of garlic, onions, and you'll see further on that I use also bell peppers and carrots and all those good stuff. I made the Jamaican version of beef stew. So a little bit about myself. I am a food addict. But before I'm a food addict, I am a person just like you who struggles with an addiction. Not everyone is a food addict, but anyone that labels themselves as an foodie, I believe, is just an addict, just like me, because I used to label myself. How about waking up daily with food on your mind constantly, day in, day out? What is going to be the next meal? Even if I'm fasting, I used to try to use fasting to control my eating, which I became very good at. But throughout the entire day, while I'm fasting, all I could think about is what am I going to eat to break my fast. And guys, honestly, it wasn't the good stuff. I was having food like Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks. I mean, the largest drinks of Starbucks. Some of them were like up to 700 calories per drink. And then after that, I'll go have a Chick-fil-A sandwich with a soda and the large fries. Sometimes I'll have a cookie, and not to mention the mac and cheese. Top it with that. How much calories is that? And then I wouldn't just get the drink at Starbucks. I would get maybe a chocolate croissant, because those were extremely delicious. Those were one of my favorites. Or any other pastry, the banana nut bread, that was also one of my ultimate favorites. So imagine adding all those calories up for the whole day. How much do you get? I was probably pushing down, 3, 4, 5,000 calories a day in my mouth. And it wasn't the healthy stuff. And this will consistently go on and on for days, until I literally gave up on myself and said, you know what? I'm checking out. I can't be bothered anymore. Just the thought of what I was doing was stressing me out. But I couldn't seem to stop, because it made me depressed. But I just wanted to numb the pain with the food. I didn't want to stop eating the food, and I didn't know how. I wanted to. I invested in a juicing machine. And guess what? I paid over $600 for that machine, and it's sitting there right now. Because I found the right solution. And my higher power did not want to give up on me like I wanted to give up on myself. So that fine Monday on May 13th, 2024, when my sister told me about this food recovery program for food addicts, I didn't hesitate. I jumped on the website right away, did my research, answered the questions, and then I just instantly knew it. I was a food addict. There's no doubt in my mind. And since May 13, 2024, today is January 7, 2025, I have been in the program, and my life has changed tremendously for the better. You see, what I've get to understand is that it all starts with the food. Happiness starts with the food. A better life starts with the food. Everything starts with the food. Once you eat healthy, a wholesome, clean diet, everything starts to make sense. Your senses just starts to flow. Your brain just starts to flow. That mental fog that you get from the sugar, for the high and low, that dopamine hit that you get from the food, all of that is gone. Because guess what? Your brain is finally at peace. It's getting the food that it wants, and the body is reaping the rewards, which is calm, cool, collected, and the purest form of self-care and self-love. Nobody could give that to you. Only you can do that. And guess how it begins? One meal at a time. So I've discovered that, and I don't ever want to lose that. So what I can offer you in this video is to show you what I eat to help abstain from sugar, flour, wheat, ultra-processed foods, trans fats, and alcohol. I can share what I eat with you. You'll have to do the rest. The food is just a part of it. If you are interested in recovering from food addiction, I suggest that you go online, whether you're using Google or you're using Apple or whatever source of social that you use to search the web. Go on there and research food addiction and research 12-step recovery food addiction. You have so many different ones. So I can't definitely say which one I am in because we cannot promote it. And that's one thing that it's there, big and bold. I don't want a lawsuit or anything. So I want you guys to do this for yourselves. Go and research food addiction 12-step recovery program. Read up, see if it's for you. Go to a few meetings. It's just like Alcoholic Anonymous. You have Overeaters Anonymous. You have so many of them. Just research the same concept. An addict is an addict, and that's what I've came to understand. Whether you're a porn addict, a food addict, social media addict, a game addict, there's so many different forms of addiction. A smoker, a drinker, So many. We all have the same behavioral patterns. We all can relate. Okay? So it's just the source and how you go about applying that to your life. We're not alone. It takes a whole village. You don't have to do this on your own. There are resources out there. You might think that all hope is lost, but I guarantee you, if I can do this, so can you. I had that preconceived notion that I could eat whatever I want. I work for it. I'm going to eat whatever I want, until I found this program. And I realized I don't want to eat anything that I want. I want to eat abstinence. I want to eat clean. I want to eat wholesome food that higher power provided, that was meant to be. You see, I've always reminisced on just eating pure, clean foods. I've always reminisced about what would it be like to just eat clean, pure foods, fruits and vegetables, only what nature provided. And I didn't realize that I was manifesting that into my life. And to be honest with you, it came through. That's what I wanted. I used to wish I was able to do that. So guys, join me on this channel. Hit that subscribe button. If you came this far, why don't you just subscribe? Because I have so much more to offer. Part 2 will be coming next. Guys, this is a journey that you will not probably get anywhere else. I guarantee you. I am here to help, and helping you will help myself to stay abstinent and to have a pure, clean abstinence. This is my giving back to my disease, to help somebody who is in need of it. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Part 2 will be coming next. Stay tuned for that. And I will see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.